Initialize dampeners. Cut and defeat. Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Hello, welcome to Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. I am Bill, your host, and we're having a little Friday afternoon hangout. Who is here? Mike Fee just showed up. Hey, what's going on? Taking a break from reading your comics? Masters Maniac Mexico, what's going on there? There you are, I missed you. All right, yeah, I missed you too there, Martin. It's good to see you, man. Love you, Rolo. All right, so what am I up to? Well, I've got some stuff over here that came in the mail today, and I can't wait to get into it. We'll get to it in a minute. I've had to work overtime all week long, and I had to work today as well. Toys of a time gone by. Hey, what's going on, my friend? Glad you could stop by. So yeah, my time is been taken away from me pretty much. There will be no live streams on the weekends for the foreseeable future until this overtime stuff is over with. I just can't stay up all night long on Saturday night. I've got somewhere I got to go to Sunday, so I'm not going to be able to do anything tomorrow either. So I might start doing a little Friday evening hangout after I come home from work without actually going into doing a whole late night thing. But yeah, I want to keep up with you guys, and I want you guys to keep up with me, and I want you to see the stuff that I'm getting. And so that's what we're going to do over here. But this afternoon, when I got off of work, I called Paul up. Hey, Rolando, you be careful driving. Good to have you here with us, sir. I called Paul up and I said, hey, you want to eat at Abe's? And she said, yeah. And if you guys don't know what Abe's is, look into my back catalog for a video called Going to Abe's. Abe's is at the corner of Highway 61 and Highway 49, Clarksdale, Mississippi. That's a special place because, according to legend, that's where the famous bluesman Robert Johnson went and sold his soul to the devil in order to get his music. Right there is also one of the best barbecue joints in the South. Paul and I went there and we had supper. And if you were a member of Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures and you are over in the chat that we do over on Instagram, you would actually have seen pictures of that. Yeah, that food was good, dude. Not only looked good, but it was good. Absolutely good. And we had a nice little supper and headed back home. And I decided, hey, I'm going to open my packages up for everybody live and on the air. So let's get to it. Let me see if I can get us over there into the old toy cam and check out what we got over here. All right, so what's on the top? The first thing that you see here, this is a little octopus here. And he is from an Adventure People set called the Deep Sea Diver. Hey, Jamie. And here he is. Nice little octopus. And he is in pretty decent shape. Really he is. I was surprised at how good a shape he's in. So I'm getting this set as well. It will be here soon, but I had to get the octopus separately. So that's the first thing out of the way. Now the next thing, I need to get my Sharpie over here. Not the marker, but this little sucker right here, this Sharpie. We're going to open first this package right here. I think there's a tear on this one, maybe. Yeah, it's a tear on this one. I won't have to use that. Let's tear it open. Let's see who's in here. Figure in here. And who is it? Let us find out. Now, I may have to use it now. Got here, put some nice little tape on here. Cut that off. I'm out of there. All right. Who is this, you may ask? This is Red. That is Red. Hey, Nightwing, what's going on, my friend? This looks like a job for Aquaman. Yeah. I'm slowing down with the purchases. The prices have been inflating on toys. May just stick with the vintage stuff on eBay for a bit. That's kind of what I'm doing there, brother. That's kind of what I'm doing. I've got a few things that I've got, pre-ordered, but I'm not ordering anything new pre-order. All this stuff was pre-ordered long back, so I'm good here. And yeah, hey Nightwing, what's going on, my friend? Glad you could come by and join us. Oh, $2 super chat from Nightwing. Joined as a member. All right. Thank you, Nightwing. I appreciate you joining as a member. I appreciate that. He looks like a drunken neighbor I have back in Germany. This is Red. He is from a set. Let's see. It's called the Wilderness. The Wilderness Patrol. He is from the Wilderness Patrol set. Now, I have got that set here. I've got 2 sets that I'm going to open up. We're going to... Oh, hello, Paula. Hey, how's it going? Paula's here with me as well. Here, we can see her. Wait.
No one wants to.
Yeah, they do. Everybody wants to see you. Look, Paula's here with us.
Yes, I'm here.
Say hello to everybody.
Hey. Hey, you're here to move.
Yes. All right, back to the toy cam here. Yeah, this is Red, and we'll be getting back with him here in a minute. Let's open up the first box and see what's in it. We'll start with this one right here. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Well, thank you, Jamie. Jamie says that Paula had a super cute shirt on. Toys of a Time Gone By says, I was looking at a Masterverse figure on Entertainment Earth. They're charging $27.99 plus tax and shipping. Ends up being $44 for a figure. I passed on it. Yeah, I can get that. I got to go to work Saturday nights now, Reed. Glad I was able to catch this early show. Gonna miss you guys. Well, just don't worry about it. I'm working overtime on Saturdays now, so I'm just gonna be doing these little shows in the afternoon. So that's what we're doing. Hey. All right, so getting back to this, but we're going to get into this box here and see what's in there. This is the Wilderness Patrol. So here we go. Let's get into it, and I will get each piece out one by one. First piece is the Wilderness Patrol airplane. The second piece is the Wilderness Patrol vehicle. And the third piece is this boat, which is kind of cool. It's got an outboard motor on it here, and 2 seats you can sit in, but it's special because you can also make it a pontoon for the airplane. So the airplane can sit on it as a pontoon. So that's kind of cool. And last but not least, we have some figures that go with it as well in this plastic bag. So we'll look at those figures here also and see what's in there. Sure, my sound is doing good today. I just want to check my sound properties real quick. Make sure, yeah, that's doing good. All right. Thank you, sir. Cool figure, says he. Durable looking vehicles, they certainly are. Cool ROM comic book, yes. Your ROM arrived? No, that is the hardbound comic. We'll look at that in just a minute. Collection from Marvel that's been on Amazon for quite some time. I finally picked it up because it was on sale. I got it for a pretty decent price. Hey, I like Salt. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. George Valentine, I'm looking at getting a 3D printer to aid myself in repairing old toys that I can't get parts for. But that's a good idea. Let's see what we got in this little baggie right here. All right, so we got this dog here. Well, it looks a lot like Lassie, but her name is actually Scout, not Lassie. But pretty cool. And put her right there for right now. And we got 2 bed rolls, 2 sleeping bags. And we got the airplane pilot. And we got a forest ranger. And the forest ranger is suffering from what's known as adventure people neck disease. So I don't like that. I may have to find me another forest ranger to replace him, but he'll do for now. All right, so I'll bring the camera down here a little bit, and we'll focus on them. And the third member of the team here is old Red, and Red wasn't with the set, so I had to order him separately. And he's in fairly decent shape. What are these figures called again? They're called Adventure People. They're called Adventure People. As a matter of fact, there is a website out there called the Fisher-Price Collectors Club. And I will put a link to that in the description later after the show's over with. Let me get into the studio mode here. I'm going to see if I can pull up that page so you guys can see it. I can find it. All right. I will go over here and go to the Fisher-Price Collectors Club real quick, and we'll go down here and we will see all of the sets that are available. And this is the set that we're looking at right now. This is called the Wilderness Patrol set. This is it right here. Is it plastic degrading? I don't know, but it happens occasionally with the adventure people. They get that their neck won't stay up. They're awesome. I never had them. One of those little wooden ones for the town, school, and farm. Yeah, these were created for the kids who were growing up to play with after they were a little too big for those. I see a huge lot on eBay for $129. Yeah, they're out there, and I've seen those. All right, so who do we have? Greg the Ranger, dressed in dark green, and it's Scott, and the man with the red shirt and black pants is named Red. Scott is the airplane pilot, and Greg is the forest ranger, and of course the collie is Scout. So that's what we're looking at here. So we got Greg and Scott and Red, and Scott is the airplane pilot. And I've got another Scott over here as well, and he is suffering from the neck disease. This Scott here, his neck is good and solid. They don't all suffer from it. I don't know exactly what causes it to happen, but it does happen occasionally. So I may have to get another Greg. He's the forest ranger here. He's got the neck disease going on, but Actually, this whole set is pretty much complete, and it includes the 2 bedrolls. And yes, I know there's 3 men and 2 bedrolls. You decide. I don't know. Not going to get into that now. But anyway, so yeah, and going back over here, so you can see what I was talking about. Yeah, we have another guy here. Here's the airplane pilot, Scott, and he's got Nick. But I've got this Scott here. His neck is very, very tight. Not too bad. Check Red out here. Red's in pretty decent shape too. I've seen some Reds that weren't in so good shape, but he is in pretty. And that is a complete set. And yes, there's 2 bedrolls and 3 men. Like I said, we're not gonna go into that. One has to sleep in the boat. Yeah, Gojatron. Love the adventure people. Found the plane and the boat at the flea market when I was a kid and used them with Star Wars. Yeah, they work great with Star Wars figures. And we know that they were out before Star Wars figures, and they were actually used to make prototype Star Wars figures for the presentation that Kenner did to get the toy license from Lucasfilm. So, boom, yeah. All right, so that is the Wilderness Patrol set, and I'm going to take it off here and in the back. And we'll put everybody here so that we open up the next box and see what's in there. So now, what's in this box here? That's another set that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. I'm going to open the box up and pull the stuff out of it. That's what I'm doing here. Nice. Makes me want to go plant a tree, says Kate Van D. Well, that's good. And by the way, Katie, we're glad you were here today with us. And we won't be on late tonight, so good to have you in. Of which type? That's the question. All right, well, what type of tree would you like to plant? A pine tree? They're great because they'll grow up quicker. They won't last as long. Now, let's see what we got in the old box here. This, I believe, and I will go over here to the presentation window here, is the Northwoods Trailblazer set. And it includes these figures here. And we'll see what all's in there. All right, so going back over here to the toy cam, back to getting that open. All right, so the first thing we have is the old tent. And it is in fairly decent shape, and the tent poles are here and everything. That is good. Put it here on the screen so you can see it. And the next thing is the geek. So if they can get out there to it. There we go. And canoe. They can go canoeing while they're out there. And finally, we have the figures. And who do we have here? We have Brad. And Brad's got neck disease. Oh, poor Brad. Well, maybe there's a way to tighten those necks up. I'm going to have to look online. There may be a way to tighten the necks up. Anyway, here we go. So we'll prop his neck up there. And Brad has his friend here, Hawk. And Hawk is a American Indian. And looks like some of the paint is chipped off of his hands, but he's in fairly good shape otherwise. So there's Hawk. And we also have a complete set here because we have both canoe paddles. And we have the outboard motor that goes on the canoe as well. So, outboard motor. Clips on back here, back somehow. All right. They would put it all in a baggie. I like that. I like keeping the figures in baggies like that. That's a good idea. So we have the complete Northwest Trailblazers. We have their tent, we have their Jeep, and we have their canoe, and we have a Brad and Hawk. All right. Let's see what we're saying here. A good solid maple tree is hard to beat. Absolutely. Outboard motor fell off the boat, and there we go. That's a really cool Jeep off-road vehicle. It is. It is. They have to have a Jeep in order to get back in those North Woods. And yeah, you like that tent. The tent's pretty cool too, isn't it? I'm pretty happy with that tent. Yeah. Pretty cool. No, it did not. This did not come with a set of sleeping bags like the Wilderness Patrol did. Interesting. They got a tent, but no sleeping bags. And the Wilderness Patrol got sleeping bags, but no tents. And only 2 for 3 men. I don't know. We won't get into that. All right. We won't get into that. So there we go. I've got everything out, and I'm very happy with what I've got. I've got a deep sea diver and a treasure chest coming for this set over here, and I'm kind of getting into getting these figures. Tell me what you guys think. Pine trees make pine cones. Be aware. Thank you, sir. That's absolutely right. And hello to you, figuratively speaking. Brad is a terrible name. Okay. That's some attention to detail, says Shaitan's hammer. These remind me of smaller versions of Big Jim. Yes, absolutely. These are more playable, I think. Big Jim was too big. The Jeep is great, says Kate. Thank you. Broke back. All right, now. All right. Oh, my goodness. They're cool, Bill. Get the whole collection. I don't know if I'll get everything that they ever made, but I'm going to get what I want. That's for darn sure. I think they're awesome, says Shaitan's Hammer. Absolutely. I think they're awesome, too. Let's look at what else we can get, because, we got the TV crew, too. So I've got a complete TV crew set now as well, so I'm kind of happy about it. So getting back over here, let us take a look here and see what was originally available. We had the rescue truck, which included 2 paramedics, a male and female paramedic, firefighters, and their rescue truck. And this was like one of the first sets that ever came out. So that's kind of cool. You can mix and match them quite a bit. That is correct. This is the Safari set. Now, I kind of want this, but this one's kind of big and it's kind of expensive too. But you get a trailer and a kind of a Jeep-like vehicle, maybe a Land Rover there, some cages, a compound fence. You get all these animals. Here, I'll blow it up here. You get their tent back here. And you get the family here. It's a man and his wife and 2 kids. And yes, Picture People made children as well as adult figures. And you get a gorilla, a giraffe, a zebra, looks like a tiger, and a lion. When you get the enclosure, you get a net, ladders, all kinds of stuff to do the complete set there. 4 figures. The man in tan clothes with brown hat, brown hair, mustache, and mustache. A woman in yellow with brown hair, a blonde girl in green clothes, and a boy in blue with brown hair and shoes. The parts include the Safari Jeep, Safari trailer, brown bench seat, brown over-the-shoulder camera, dark gold cloth fence, yellow net, brown ladder, 2 white cages, red pop-up tent, gorilla, giraffe, lion, tiger, and zebra. Set was produced in big numbers, so it's not hard to find a majority of the bigger parts. The hard to find pieces include the camera, the ladder, the bench, the fence, and the net. I have a figure. The blue box makes no mention of names. The tan box lists the names as following. The tan man is Jim. The green daughter is Jenny. The blue boy is Johnny. And the yellow woman is just called Mom. That's the Jim Jones Jonestown set. Oh my goodness. Oh, does the tiger have a pink flower in his butt? No, he does not. Oh my God. Where's Bjorn? Gotta get the safari set. Yeah, I want to get the safari set, but I can only buy so much at a time. I'm not made out of money, girl. You know that, right? All right, so what do we got next? We have the rescue copter. So the rescue copter comes with the helicopter and 2 pilots and a rescue, I guess, rescue box, whatever you want to call that. 2 figures, the African-American male pilot in a yellow suit and a male pilot with lighter skin in a yellow suit and a white helmet, a white helicopter, 4 blades, and a blue grabber on the bottom, and a yellow raft. The earlier sets had both pilots wearing long sleeves. Later sets had them both in short sleeves. The longer sleeve versions are hard to get. So Jess is the African-American pilot and Roger is the light-skinned pilot. Okay. And I guess he's the rescue copter, and I guess these are pontoons so it can land in the water. I don't know. Wow. No, just Mom. How fitting. Yeah. Where do you put all this stuff? I'm running out of room already. I've already ran out of room, dude. That's why I'm in this junky hoard room that I'm in. I had this when I was a kid, the Daredevil sports plane. I had the white plane version. There was a yellow plane and a red plane and a white plane, and I had the white plane. And the pilot's name is Jack. And of course, here's the Wilderness Patrol, which we just got. There's Super Speed Racer. Super Speed Racer, not to be confused with Go Speed Racer, Go Speed Racer, go. And of course, the TV Action Team, which I have the complete set of the TV Action Team over here. I like the first responder set. My brother is EMS and a dispatcher. That's cool. That's cool. And we have the Sea Explorers, the Sea Explorer set with Doug and Mary and the dolphin here, who is not Flipper, but like they knew what they were doing when they come out with the stuff, because they didn't name this stuff after the stuff that they were mocking, like Flipper and Lassie. But us kids, when we played with it, we were playing Flipper with this, and we were playing Lassie with the other one. Don't think we weren't. But yeah, the Sea Explorers, they have scuba gear and a boat and all kinds of stuff. What is in here? 2 scuba tanks, blue boat and a white boat, blue and white boat, a smaller yellow boat, dolphins, orange skis so they can go skiing too while they're sea exploring, and the tow rope. Okay. At least 2 versions of dolphin exist, mostly blue or the blue and white one. I like the blue and white one. The figures were unique to this set. Okay. And of course, here's our Trailblazers. We got that. There's the Daredevil Sport Band. That's kind of cool. I saw the Burt Reynolds figures when I was looking. Yes, they didn't call him Burt Reynolds, but we knew, like I said, they knew they knew what they were doing when they marketed this stuff. But that's basically the TV news van repurposed there to become the Daredevil Sport Van. So he comes with a parachute, kayak, and 2 Daredevils, and a motorcycle. You can do all kind of Daredevil stuff. That's pretty cool. And the Dune Buster. So we got a Dune buggy here with a Dune buggy man who's They repurposed this guy and released him on a carded figure by himself, and that was the quote unquote Burt Reynolds figure. Yeah. I'll let you get a closer look here at this guy here. This guy here, yeah, he became the Burt Reynolds figure. But yeah. One back over here, we have the Aero Marine Search Team. Now, I like this set too. It comes with an octopus, like comes with Deep Sea Diver. Comes with 2 divers, a helicopter. Looks like a submersible bathyscaphe of some sort. Treasure chest. Same treasure chest that comes with the Deep Sea Diver. And it looks like some kind of little cage here. Scuba gear. This is the one that everybody wants right here, and this is the one that's kind of hard to get and kind of expensive. Is Alpha Probe 1. It's got a space shuttle looking spaceship, a smaller craft, 2 astronauts, the little lifeline there so you can have the astronaut floating in space over it. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, it's a spaceship. Now, this was after Star Wars came out. So 1980, 1983 was when Alpha Probe 1 came out. This was towards the end of the toy line. But they wanted to kind of cash in on that. Space shuttles had come out. Parachutes and submarines. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the parachutes actually worked, unlike the parachute, the little cheapy ones that you get at the drugstore. Those didn't work. These parachutes did, and they were made out of cloth. Throw them up in the air, and they float down. They're pretty cool. And, of course, here's Alpha Star. It looks like some kind of a space exploring vehicle. You go to some planet, and you ride around in it like on the moon or something. Yeah. Explore the surfaces of otherworldly planets. Came with an astronaut vehicle. Kind of cool. An orange robot. And then, of course, there's the wheelie dragsters. And Sea Shark. Comes with 2 sharks. Oh, my. And the motocross team, once again, we have that van. And we have 2 motocross riders. One guy that ride the bike and the other guy gets to drive the van. Also looking kind of Burt Reynolds-y like there. There you go. There's your motorcycle and motorcycle rider. 2 cans of gasoline cans and a van. And then we have the rescue team. Looks like the same figures, but maybe a different color for the lady as the pararescue paramedics and the other one. Mountain climbers. There's Red once again. But in this set, his name is Dick. And Dick and Jan. Not Jane, but Jan. And they got 2 bedrolls because, surely they can't sleep in the same bed. So they have to sleep separately because it's a man and a woman. They can't have them being in the same beds. Two bedrolls, mountain climbing gear. Not bad. The mountain climber. Then we have the construction workers. Barney and Frank there are the 2 construction workers, and they got scaffolds and some line with some hooks on it, and yellow barricade, doing construction work. Then we have the scuba divers. Brokeback Mountain. Stop it. All right, so a lot of Mego vehicles and sets were made out of cardboard, and these are all plastic. Kind of wonder about the quality of the Mego sets. Yeah, well, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. These sets are cool. Yeah, so I kind of want this set too. I had this boat, and I think I had this set, but I remember this boat very, very, very much. You got two scuba tanks, and you got the 2 scuba divers. Oh, we can't help it. I know. And here's the Daredevil Skydiver. Once again, you can see that the cloth parachute there. You can see that it in detail right there with him kind of floating down out of the sky in it. Kind of neat. And whitewater kayak. Same kayak set, from the Daredevils up there at the top. See, what does it come with? No, these are buoys. Okay, so I guess when he's kayaking, he can go around the buoys or something. I don't know. Cycle racing team. Looks like one of them's got a side hacker on there. The side hackers, if you ever remember that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, are they riding together on the? Oh, come on now. This is. All right, no. I guess he's standing behind him there. He's not riding on it. He can ride inside the sidecar. And this is a kind of cool set here called Firestar One. This is about as close as you could get to a Colonial Viper back in the day with an actual action figure that you could play with. I don't remember this line. Not sure I had these. I remember the Lone Ranger figures and horses. Yeah, this was the 1976, 74. All the way up until about 1984, 1985. Here we go, the Land Speed Racer. Alpha Recon, I had this. It's like a moon buggy with an astronaut, and that radar dish fits in the back there. Of course, this is a mystery prototype set that never made it. I don't know what that is. And I do remember these. These were build-it sets. You had to build these. They were kits. Alpha Interceptor, the Ground Shaker, Trail Boss. I like the Trail Boss. They got a big truck. And then the Opticon, whatever the heck that is, that's kind of cool looking though. Supersonic Pilot, Highway Trooper, who looks like he needs to be on a motorcycle, but he don't have the motorcycle legs and he has no motorcycle. I think this was to try to get, cash in on chips when chips came out. Here is a figure just called Space Commander. It's just Space Commander. He's in space and he's a commander. He's a space commander. I was born in 1974. Yeah, well, I was kind of like 4. I should have had these. They are cool. They are cool. Oh, Sky Surfer. He's actually a hang glider. Look, it's a real hang glider. That is cool. Astro Knight. He's another one. He can fly on this little jetpack thing. Now, X-Ray Man and X-Ray Woman are two of the most sought after figures in the set because they are so weird and unique. They're made out of clear green, bluish green plastic. And it never says what they are. You have to make all this stuff up in your own mind. You see X-Ray Woman on her spaceship with X-Ray Man walking in the background on the box. A unique woman figure sold only on this card. She was never sold in a set. Green translucent female robot. Is she a robot? I guess she is. Who resides on a spaceship. You make the story up, kids. Spark the kids' imagination. That was a ripoff from Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, sure it was. But they were making money and they knew what they were doing, and they didn't get sued either. Astronaut individual carded figures. The Clawtron, that was from 1984, kind of toward the end of the line. There's X-Ray Man to go with X-Ray Woman. Here's the Rescue Pilots. You got the African American one and the white guy. Paramedics, individual carded Frogman from the Cycle Racer. Yes, this Doombuster guy. This is your Burt Reynolds figure here. This was to kind of cash in on Smokey and the Bandit. And then we have the Indy Driver. We have Stuntman. We have Alpha Pilot. We have Brainoid. I kind of like Brainoid. He's like a brain in a spacesuit. We had 3-pack sets, individual carded figures. So yeah, and even there was even an adventure person in the decorator set that went with the Fisher Price dollhouse. And that is this girl right here, and I actually have her. Go over to the toy cabinet and I will show you that I have her. I don't know why I ended up with her. She came with a set of figures, but I do have her. See, she's a little compared to them. She is an adventure person. I can make her stand on her own feet. Got neck disease as well. There she goes. Kind of looks like Super 7 copied this form factor with reaction figures. Well, reaction figures are a callback to 3 3/4 inch action figures that we played with as kids. So yeah, they may have use some of these form factors for those. Who knows? But I would love to see this whole. Actually, it has. It's called Kid Connection. If you go into Walmart, you go over to the section right in front of the section that we all go to. It's got the little kid toys in it. You will see these toy sets called branded by called Kid Connection. You'll see scuba divers with sharks. You'll see Jeeps and dinosaurs and little action figures that are going dinosaur hunting and all that. That is a modern day adventure people sets, not done by Fisher Price, but done by a different company, and they're called Kid Connection. And it's the same idea. It's the same idea. And yeah, there are a lot of figures in this line. Absolutely. A lot of figures in this line. So yeah. And the site I was at is called fpadventuretoys.com. And I will put a link to that in the description. See if I can do that on the fly. I might be able to do that on the fly here. Oh, let's see. Is it? Or more efficient out. Oh. Right. I got the link in the description now. Here we go. All right. There we go, folks. That kind of shows you what I've been up to today. And of course, there's that big ROM book back there in the background. That is the whole set of ROM comics, including that one issue of Power Man and Iron Fist that he guested in. And for the longest time, those comics were unable to be reprinted. And apparently, some rights got worked out because there's a Marvel Legends figure coming out as well. I've got that on pre-order. It should be here any day. And I've also got the original ROM figure from back in the day, vintage. So look forward to a video on that in the future. But one other thing that I picked up, and Shaitan's Hammer, you guys, y'all might get a kick out of this. I was over in the cheap toy section at Walmart and I picked up a couple of dolphins. Here they are right here. I'll put them out here. You guys can see them. I'll put them back. And why did I pick up a couple of dolphins? I've got it in my head that I'm going to get old Aquaman here. I'm going to get him to ride them like ski. Smebulok. Hey, Bjorn, good to see you, man. See Bjorn Jorgensen in the chat. Everybody say, hey, Bjorn. Say Smebulok too. And Toys of a Time Gone By says, I've seen the Kid Connection toys. Really nice sets for modern day. And you know what's nice about those? They are that kind of work with superpowers. So if you need some civilian action figures for your superpowers figures to save, there you go. Get Geek Connection stuff. Is that Mom? No, that is not Mom from the Safari set, but it's very close to Mom. The face, I think, is the same. Radar Dolphin. And Smibulock, and good to see you, Bjorn. It's hot and miserable in the toy shop today. Howdy, fellas. And Bjorn was the one that got me started on wanting to get these, because there at the toy shop that he works at, they have the Northwest, not the Northwest Trailblazers, but the Wilderness Patrol set with the Ranger in it. I need to talk to you, Bjorn, after this show's over with. Meet me over on the team chat. I want to ask you a couple questions about that set that you have there at the toy store. So, is there anything you guys would like to hear, some music or anything like that? Because I kind of have come to the conclusion of what I had to show. My phone keeps telling me that it's going to rain, but it hasn't yet. It rained here, and my knee told me that it was going to rain, and then it did, and now it's over, and I'm happy. And tomorrow is going to be a nice day. It's going to be a little cooler and windier. The Poopin' at Work song. I would be more than happy to play the Poopin' at Work song, but the Poopin' at Work song gets me demonetized. So I have to get a little money to play the Poopin' at Work song. If I get a little money, I'll play the Poopin' at Work song. Now, I don't know if Nightwing is still here or not, but Nightwing rejoined the channel for $2, so I'm glad he did that. Shredding Beastman. I can do that. I can do Shredding Beastman. Shredding Beastman is something that belongs to moi. So I'll go down here and get you some music and fun set up, guys. More than happy to do that. Let's go down here and set up some music and fun. Take that off and take that off and off. And I'm going to leave one of these in there for our friend Nightwing. I know he would love to see that. Ocean Breeze Salty with a $10 super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you, OBS, for that $10 super chat. I was just singing that in my head. So OBS is going to make sure that you get to hear what you want. So thank you, OBS. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get up here and we will get Shredding Beastman, which is called Battle for Eternia. And taking a poop on the company. Get that in there too. All right. There we go. And that gets us 3 songs. And there's OBS with that wonderful super chat there. Thank you so much, OBS. I'm going to give you a heart on that. And reply. You get what you pay for, girl. There you go. All right. So let's go ahead and set that music and fun up and get it going for you guys. And you guys can do that. Let me. Right. Where did I have it? There it is. Right there. Turn it on. And here you go. Music and fun.
with her own plans. In a shadow she will lie, wants the power in her hands. Night falls on their dark domain, scheming hearts and endless pain. Trust is broken, words like knives, both want more than just their lives. Battle for eternity reigns, light and magic clashing kings. Who will rule, who will win, when the chaos reigns within? Night falls on their dark domain, scheming hearts and endless pain. Trust is broken, words like knives, both want more than just their lives. And authority reigns, like a magic crushing kings. Who will rule, who will win, when the chaos reigns within? It's time to take a shit on the company's time. I don't even have to shit sometimes. I'm just hanging on as the time flies by. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. I knew my boss would spy on me, so I pissed on the floor to make it slippery. He tried to run really fast into the stall, but he slipped on my piss and smashed his balls. I said, holy shit, he might be dead, as I walked over his body with my wiener and balls all made up. You scream, you're fucking toast. I called the police and told them that my boss was trying to install a glory hole while I was trying to take a dump. So I pissed on him in self-defense, and my boss got arrested. Cool. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. Fuck yeah, it's time to take a shit on the company's time. I don't even have to shit sometimes. I'm just hanging on as the time flies by. It's time to take a shit on the company's time. I don't even have to shit sometimes. I'm just hanging on as the time flies by. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. To shit, and as the time flies by. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe the best 45 minutes of my fucking life. Cool.
Flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entire, just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
In the great hall of the Justice League, of the Justice
And Kate asked me, is that Martian Manhunter? Yeah, there probably was a picture of Martian Manhunter there in the Hall of Justice there in that video. And I do have a Martian Manhunter action figure. I like Martian Manhunter. John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. Yes, indeed. How's Jonesy been? Jonesy has been absolutely wonderful. He is taking a break and getting closer with his family. And that's probably what he needs to be doing right now. So we do get the chance to talk to Jonesy every once in a while. He does come in the member chats. And he does come on when we're doing the Google Meets and stuff like that. So he's still around. He's still doing good. Martian Manhunter is your favorite Justice League character. That is so cool. Yeah, I like Martian Manhunter. I'm really partial to Martian Manhunter. He is absolutely a wonderful character, and I like that they included him in the Justice League cartoon series that came out in the early 2000s. Nightwing says it's playing Madden. All right, you play that football game, man. I take it you like your sports ball there, my friend. All right, so I'm going to set up our next set of music and fun that everybody requested. And let me get that set up right quick here so it'll play when I click on it. And we'll go right into it. Next set, music and fun. And I got you something in there, Sir. I Like Salt. And I know you like that one, so it'll play first.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. Trying to make me a cambric shirt. in, got the plan, making that money, cashing in on demand. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director, watch me fall. Get it, girl, get it, girl. Mars profits never lie. Money, 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 Cobra pays while bitches suck. Cobra world in my hand, got them spread across the land. Profit director, got the plan, making that money, cashing in on demand. Money stacks, they rise so high. Profit director, watch me fall. Get it, girl. Mars profits never lie. Money, 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 Cobra pays while bitches suck.
Inspector Jones is on the case, he's got a magnifying glass. Lost his hand to trolls online, now he's got a sassy sass. Blaming everyone he sees, from the mailman to the cat. Even God's on his suspect list, can you imagine that? Inspector Jones are clueless as can be, blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape, until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape. He's got a trench coat and a hat, thinks he's Sherlock Holmes, but his methods are so wacky, he's searching garden gnomes. Interrogates the neighbors and the postman too. No one's safe from Joneser, not even you. Inspector Joneser, clueless as can be, blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape, until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape. He's got a trench coat and a hat, thinks he's Sherlock Holmes, but his methods are so wacky. He's searching garden gnomes, interrogates the neighbors and the postman too. No one's safe from Joneser, not even you. He's got a list a mile long of suspects near and far, from the guy who mows the lawn to the lady at the bar. His theories are outrageous, his logic's out the door, but we can't help but laugh and cheer for more. He's questioning the goldfish and the birds up in the trees, even asked the pizza guy, did you do it pretty please? Inspector Joneser's on a roll, his antics never end, but we all know deep down, he's just trying to defend. Inspector Joneser, clueless as can be, blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape, until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape. Inspector Joneser, clueless as can be, blaming everyone in sight, oh what a sight to see. His investigations, while no one can escape, until the culprit's caught, we're all in a funny scrape.
All right, we're back, and go down here and go back to the toy cam real quick and take a look at what we got today. We got the Northwoods Trailblazers with their Jeep here and their canoe, and we got the Wilderness Patrol set here with Red and the Forest Ranger Greg and Pilot Scott. Their little vehicle that they can ride in. And of course they have their little dog here, Scout. Looks suspiciously like Lassie to me. And of course the 2 bedrolls for the 3 men to sleep in there. And of course we have the pontoon boat here, which also will accommodate plane and allow the plane to land on the water. Isn't that kind of neat? I kind of like that. That is cool. So there is everything. And Gap After Dark says, nice. And Gap After Dark also said, Bill, these videos you do are awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, sir. I need to get busy and make some more, but I just don't have a whole lot of time. And the videos, kind of like the other things that I do, are time consuming to make. But yes, I do need to make some more. I want to thank everybody for being here with me today as we opened up these vintage toys. That's kind of, I told you guys I was going to start falling back into my old ways. And my old ways is a vintage collector. And I now have 3 complete Adventure People sets. I have the TV Action Crew over there. You can see their blue van there back on the background underneath me here. And we got the Northwoods Trailblazers with their yellow Jeep and tent and canoe. And we have the Wilderness Patrol here with the dog Scout and the pilot Scott and Greg the Forest Ranger and Red. I don't know what he is, lumberjack, mountain man, whatever. And then we have their plane back there in the background and the pontoon, everything ready to go. So yeah, had a good time today with you guys. Had a little bit of music and fun and everything. And like I said earlier, let me get back over here. I'm not going to be able to do the night shows on the weekends while I'm doing this overtime work, working on Saturdays. And I may or may not be able to do a hangout on Sundays, you know. But like I said, I might be able to come in on Saturday afternoons after I get back from work and come in and do a show. Yeah, thank you, Mike. It is fun. It's fun to be on with you guys. It's fun to have a great time. Let's feed these ducks and know that I'm still here and I'm still trying to make it as much fun as we can and enjoy things. And I'm still collecting, dude. I'm not gonna stop, and I'm still gonna get what I want to get. And don't worry, I've got the superpower stuff ordered. It's gonna come in here soon, and we'll take a look at that when it gets here. And we're just gonna keep on keeping on here. And like I say always, you know, stay fantastic. Keep on collecting. We'll see you next time here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. But in the meantime, you have a good journey. Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.